How's it going? Ryan here. Today, I'm going to go over the one trade that I took on SPY. I pretty much broke even. I made $2 on the trade. I took a single contract. Yeah, so we'll look at it. We'll look at why I entered the trade, why I got out of the trade, and why I probably shouldn't have done so. Before we do that, though, we're on the daily time frame of SPY here, and you see that today we printed a massive red candle, pretty much the exact opposite of what we did a few days ago. So we have a few levels that we were watching. Nothing really changed. We have the top of this range, didn't quite get up there. We have 458.3-ish. It's just the top of this swing high and the top of this candle as well. We have the top of this range that we were in for a while, around 456.38. We have the bottom of that range that extends out this way as well, around 453.4 or 5. And then other than that, we have the highs and lows of yesterday and the highs and lows of the pre-market. So we'll dial it in here. Here's the 1 hour time frame, kind of see what I was watching, the levels that I was watching. We had a pretty nice push up yesterday, move up in the after hours and the pre-market. Right off the morning, rejected off that pre-market high. Kind of tested that, not quite tested it. Fell immediately, fell through this first level. We started to flag. I did not take that flag break. I don't take breakouts, and we didn't get really a retest. I suppose we did, actually, if you look at the retest of this level that we broke here. I did not take this trade. I wish I did. I was actually watching for puts off this level if we'd broken below it. But I did not get in because look at how we approached. Yeah, we have this massive green engulfing bullish candle here. Right after we broke that flag, we hit yesterday's high a day, bullish engulfing candle, and then like a pretty high volume green hammer right below that level. So seeing that push up into this level, and this candle, when it started, pushed, and you can see kind of broke up towards that 458.4 area. So we are looking pretty strong, and that is why I did not take any puts there, even though that was an area that I was watching for puts if we broke and retested. So I'll give you another kind of view of what this looked like on the 2 minute. This was also what I was watching. There's that flag that we broke. Like I said, didn't take that trade because I don't really take breakouts, but it did work out nice. Debated some calls in here, just seeing the price action as we came down into this level with high volume and held it. Also, that was filling the gap from the move up over the pre-market. So we filled the gap, found some support. Debated calls here, but we were looking pretty weak overall in the day, so I decided not to take them. That was probably a mistake because it did go right up to that level. It would have been a really nice trade. However, I was looking for puts on the retest of this area up in here, and the reason why I did not take it is just also on the 2 minute, we kind of got some strength. We closed above it on the 2 minute, then we closed below it on the 2 minute. We retested right here, but after seeing some of this strength, seeing us close above and then close below, it was a fake out for sure. And yeah, I kind of want to see a bit more consolidation. If I saw something like this, like approaching print that type of candle, then I probably would have entered. But just with this quick kind of velocity of this move, I didn't enter. So maybe hesitated a little bit, maybe waited, maybe just didn't feel 100% on that trade. Things were happening quick today. We didn't have any news, but we got some pretty volatile reactions. So after seeing that, I took puts on the retest here. And the reason why I did so is because this was the low of day. If you look at, this was an area that we had flagged, we broke, we found support. Look at how fast we bounced from that area. Then we broke through it like nothing. And so as we come up and reapproach that low a day that we had broken right through, we start to get some wicks, some longer wicks on top, showing that there are some sellers. Volume starts to decrease as we push up into this area, showing that this bounce might not be too long-lived. As you see, we come up, volume dies down as we approach this area. So it looks like that bullish momentum isn't quite there. So entered puts on the top of this candle. I got a really good fill on that. And I sold somewhere in here, somewhere around 9, maybe a little before. And essentially, I bought 457 puts. I was looking, my target was low of day. So I wanted to see us reject, and I wanted to see us break the pre-market low. And once we hit low a day, that would have been my profit target. So not a huge move, a little under $1 move. I only took one position because kind of the way we were moving today, I wasn't so sure. And, you know, I've been positive past couple days in a row. So I felt like maybe scaling back a little bit, being a little cautious. But yeah, felt good about that trade. It was same day expiration. It was slightly out of the money. And some of this chop in here just killed my premium. So even though I got my put up in here, I sold somewhere down in here for $2 profit. Yeah, so you can see how it worked out. We kind of came up and retested that area one last time before we really sold off. And then throughout the rest of the day, just kind of continued to sell off for sure. So I got the move I was looking for. I was just a little impatient. It did happen, I guess, somewhere around 9:20, 9:30, between 9:20 and 9:30. So I can't really trade those hours as I'm working during this time. So I kind of have a limited period of time. This was the trade that I really missed, but it didn't really fit my criteria in terms of price action that I was looking for. So don't feel bad about that. I didn't FOMO into it. I was patient and waited for this retest, which was solid. Just didn't really work out immediately, and I think maybe people were taking a break after all that volatility. We came in and kind of just held this range for well over half an hour. So yeah, I guess from 8:30 we broke around almost an hour in this range. And so yeah, theta decay on that same day expiration kind of got me. I was watching us come down and not really be in profit too much as we were kind of chopping around. Premiums were getting crushed. So that's why I got out. It was impatience. It was not seeing the movement that I expected. And I didn't get stopped out. My stop was if we broke above this area, which we never did. That was like a technical stop, not necessarily a percentage amount of the premium, but just based on price action. So my stop was if we had, broken out and, got higher than this. That was my indicator to get out. So we didn't quite get that. So yeah, it was a bit of impatience, and, realistically, I did have to go to work about 30 minutes before the move happened. Right place, maybe wrong time. This would have been a really good entry right here on that retest, because you wouldn't have had to sit and wait through all that. That being said, on this move down, contracts did more than double from where I had entered here. I think it's around $55 per contract is where I entered, and there were 130 or so down here, so almost a triple, almost a 300% return. Yeah, that's really it. That's the trade I took. Solid trade. Just didn't play out, and I had a very small profit. It played out later in the day, and maybe I should have just held, because I'm sure those premiums were pretty nuts by the time we were down in here. That's all I got. Another green day. Can't complain. I took, like I said, a very small profit, and we live to trade another day, and I'll be back tomorrow. So I do appreciate you watching. Thank you. I trade live every Monday through Friday. That means I'll be here through the rest of the week trading live. If you want to stop by, say what's up, please do. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you again. Peace.